Hey everyone, it's Tony from Retirees Benefits here, and if you've been waiting for relief from this administration, this is the video you cannot miss. I've read through President Trump's Truth Social posts, analyzed the policy proposals, and broken down all the confusing details so you don't have to. But before we dive in, all I need is just a little favor. It takes 2 seconds to please hit that like button on this video. It helps me reach more people who need this information. All right, let's get into it. So here's what happened. President Trump recently announced these checks while talking to reporters in the Oval Office. And let me read you his exact words. One of the things we're going to do, we're going to issue a dividend to our middle-income people and lower-income people about $2,000. And we're going to use the remaining tariffs to lower our debt. We're going to be lowering our debt, which is a national security thing. Now this is huge. And let me tell you why this is such a big deal. When all of this started, President Trump, Bernie Moreno, and many Republicans were saying, no, we're not going to send any checks. We're going to pay down the $37 trillion national debt first. They were even blocking Josh Hawley's bill that proposed $600 payments. But President Trump took a U-turn. And now he's saying, first, we send $2,000 to low and middle-income Americans. Then, whatever money is left over from tariff revenue, we'll use that to pay down the national debt. This is not just talk anymore. This is the most serious attempt yet to return tariff revenue directly to taxpayers. Now, President Trump didn't just mention this once. He posted about it on Truth Social, not once, but multiple times. And I want to show you exactly what he said, because the details matter. Here's his first post, word for word. All money left over from the $2,000 worth of payment made to low and middle-income USA citizens from the massive tariff income pouring into our country from foreign countries, which will be substantial, will be used to substantially pay down national debt. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And then he followed up with another post that said, a dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone using billions of dollars collected from tariffs. Notice that phrase, at least $2,000. That means it could be more. And notice, not including high-income people. That's your eligibility clue right there. This is the part everyone's asking about. Who exactly is eligible? Let me break this down as clearly as I can. President Trump has said this is for low and middle-income Americans. Now, what does that actually mean in dollars? If you remember Josh Hawley's American Worker Rebate Act, which had President Trump's approval, those $600 checks were proposed for people who make $100,000 and less per year. That was the income cutoff. Since Trump's $2,000 proposal is following the same framework, we're looking at the same income threshold, $100,000 or less in annual income. So if you make $100,000 or less, you are going to be in the eligible category. It's that simple. Now let me speak directly to the groups who've been flooding my comments asking if they qualify. Social Security recipients, yes. A lot of people have been asking me this, and the answer is a simple yes. Your Social Security income counts, and you will be eligible for these checks. Social Security is your income, so you're in. SSI recipients, yes. If you receive supplemental security income, this is also your income. You qualify. SSDI recipients, yes. Social Security disability insurance counts. You're eligible. Veterans, yes. If you receive VA benefits, whether that's disability, pension, or survivor benefits, you qualify. This is your income. Railroad retirement recipients, yes. If you're getting railroad, retirement, disability, or survivor benefits, you're covered. Spousal and survivor benefit recipients, yes. If you're receiving spousal or survivor pay benefits, you qualify. The key thing to understand is this. If you're receiving any of these benefits, and you're under that $100,000 income threshold, you are in the category of low or middle-income Americans. You will get this check. Retirees and seniors, if you're living on a fixed income from any of these sources, you're exactly who this is designed to help. Working families. If you're working but making under $100,000, whether you're a single parent, a couple, someone working multiple jobs, you qualify. People with disabilities. Whether you're on disability benefits or just making under the income limit, you're eligible. The unemployed. If you've lost your job and your income is down, that actually helps you fall under the threshold. Now let me explain something important about how this all connects. Josh Hawley came up with the American Worker Rebate Act. Under that proposal, $600 for every adult, $600 for every dependent, $1,200 for a couple, $2,400 for a family of four. Those payments were designed for people making $100,000 and less, low and middle-income Americans. Trump's $2,000 proposal is bigger and better. It's using the same income framework, but increasing the payment. So all the sane people who would have qualified for Hawley's $600 checks will qualify for Trump's $2,000 checks, but with more than 3 times the money. Here's what makes this different from what was being discussed before: the amount. We went from talking about $600 to talking about $2,000, and possibly more since Trump said at least $2,000. The priority. Instead of paying down debt first and maybe sending checks later, Trump is now saying checks first, debt second. The certainty. This has moved from "we're considering it" to Trump making official announcements and posting on Truth Social multiple times. The timeline. While there's no official payment date yet, the fact that Trump is announcing this publicly and repeatedly means this is moving forward seriously. Okay, now I need to be straight with you because I care about this community too much to sugarcoat things. What we know for sure, Trump has announced this plan publicly, he's posted about it multiple times on Truth Social, he's stated the $2,000 amount clearly, he's defined the eligibility as low and middle income under $100,000, Social Security and benefit recipients are included. What we don't know yet, the exact payment date, when you'll actually see the money, whether there's a separate amount for dependents/children, the exact tax filing requirements, how quickly Congress will act on this. What could still happen? Congress needs to approve the funding. The IRS needs to set up the payment system. There could be delays or changes to the amount. But here's the important part. Trump doesn't announce things like this multiple times in official settings unless he intends to push for them. This is real momentum. All right, so what do you actually do with this information? Here's your action plan. Step 1. File your taxes. Make sure you file your 2024 tax return on time. Even if you only receive Social Security or benefits, file anyway. This is how the IRS will know where to send your money. Step 2. Update your information. Make sure your address is current with the IRS and Social Security Administration. Set up direct deposit if you haven't already. It's the fastest way to get payments. Step 3. Calculate your income. Add up all your income sources: Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, wages, everything. If it's under $100,000, you're good. Step 4. Watch for updates. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. The moment there's an official payment date or new details, I will let you know immediately. Step 5. Protect yourself from scams. This is critical. Scammers are going to use these Trump checks to steal from people. Remember, nobody from the government will call asking for your banking information. Nobody legitimate will ask you to pay a fee to get your stimulus payment. You don't need to sign up or apply. If you qualify, it will come automatically. Before I move forward, I want to ask you a very important question. Do you support this $2,000 check from President Trump to millions of low and middle-income Americans, especially to those who make $100,000 and less in a year? If you do support it, write in the comments section, "I support $2,000 checks." Again, if you support it, write in the comments section, "I support $2,000 checks." Because remember, if you don't do anything, nothing will happen. Your voice matters. Let's show there's real support for this. Let me be honest about who benefits most from this. This is genuinely life-changing money for families living paycheck to paycheck. For single moms working 2 jobs just to keep the lights on, $2,000 could mean catching up on rent or finally fixing that car. For seniors on Social Security dealing with inflation eating away at their fixed income, this could mean not choosing between medication and groceries. For For veterans who served this country and are now struggling with the cost of living, this is money you've earned 10 times over. For people with disabilities facing constant medical expenses that insurance won't cover, this could provide breathing room you desperately need. For families where both parents are working but still can't get ahead, this could mean finally building a small emergency fund. Many people are struggling right now because of inflation. Prices have gone up on everything: groceries, gas, rent, utilities. This $2,000 won't solve everything, but it will help. And for millions of Americans, help is exactly what's needed right now. Now, President Trump posted something else that I think is important to understand. He said, "We are now the richest and most respected country in the world, with almost no inflation and a record stock market. 401 kiloseconds our highest ever. We are taking in trillions of dollars and will soon begin paying down our enormous debt." Whether you agree with that assessment or not, here's what it tells us. Trump believes the tariff revenue is substantial enough to both send out $2,000 checks and pay down the national debt. That's why he's confident making this promise. The plan is, tariffs bring in money from foreign countries. We distribute that money to Americans who need it, and then use what's left over for debt reduction. It's a dividend payment, treating Americans like shareholders in their own country. Here's where we stand right now. President Trump has officially announced $2,000 tariff dividend checks for low and middle-income Americans. If you make $100,000 or less, you qualify. This includes Social Security recipients, SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, railroad retirement, and anyone else under that income threshold. This is not just a rumor anymore. Trump has confirmed it in the Oval Office and posted about it multiple times on Truth Social. This is moving forward. But there's no official payment date yet. Congress still needs to act. The IRS still needs to set up the system. So while this is real momentum, we need patience. What you should do: file your taxes. Update your information. Stay informed. Don't fall for scams. And don't make financial decisions based on money that hasn't arrived yet. What you should not do: count this money as guaranteed income right now. Wait to pay bills thinking a check is coming next week. Fall for scam calls or websites. I'm going to stay on top of this story every single day. The moment there's a vote, a signing ceremony, or an official payment date, I will let you know immediately. If you found this helpful, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the updates. A number of subscribers are telling me they're not receiving notifications of our videos. If that's you, click the subscribe button again and click the bell icon so you get our videos every single day. And again, don't forget to smash the like button on this video if you appreciate our content. If you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer each and every question of yours. Check out my other videos for benefits you can apply for right now, including programs that don't require you to wait for congressional approval. Remember, you're not alone in this. We're all trying to figure this out together, and I'm here to help however I can. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.